Need you to meet me at her spot in about an hour. Yeah, and bring the girls too. Yeah, you know what to do. Alright, I'll see you then.
Yeah. Hello, how you doing?
Good.
We got the opportunity to meet you at different events and stuff like that. This is the first time I got the opportunity to, talk to you. And you was telling me like some of the things you're doing. You're an artist,
I am. I'm an
and
artist.
what's your name?
MysticBlu?
Mystic Blue.
Yes.
And you've been doing how many how long you been doing this as far as the music?
I'll say seriously, because I've always written and since I was about 9, 10 years old, I've been writing. But seriously performing my art since I was about 23 years old, and I'm in my 30s now, so I would
Okay.
say about 10, 15 years
Mm-hmm.
since
And
I've
what
been performing.
brought you out here to Phoenix, Arizona, of all places?
It's just fate. It was meant to be. I had no my car up in 2004, and I drove here, and that was it. I pretty much came on like intuition or spirit led. Like I needed to be here. I had no particular reason. I had no job. I had nothing. I just drove here.
So you're pretty much a free spirit,
Yes, very.
and that's sort of reflected in your art.
Oh yeah, yeah. All
So
my art is from my soul, from my spirit, what I'm going through, what I want to go through, whatever. It's all about life, you know.
yeah, and you're not a native of Arizona. You're from
No, I'm from Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Minneapolis, Prince Country.
Prince, mint condition. Well, they
Okay.
play there a lot. I don't know if they're from there.
So you're back. You were telling me before back in Minneapolis, you were active as an artist also over there.
Yes, I wasn't a solo artist though. I was in about 3 bands back home. I was in a jazz band at first when I graduated college. We did like jazz covers, standards. I was in a reggae band, so we did a lot of just reggae covers. And then I was in a hip hop band. I did a lot of backups in a hip hop band because there were like 2 MCs and then 3 girls, and we did most of the backups. So I didn't really, I wrote a little bit, but I didn't really shine as a solo artist. It wasn't about shining, but I it friends around me, and I knew that I was meant to be a solo artist, so I had to break away from that group, and part of the reason why I moved here was to find my own voice as a solo artist. So technically that first question you asked me, I want to say I didn't really start doing music seriously until about 2006, 2007, because that's when I started doing solo work. So it hasn't really been that long.
Oh, okay. And what are the projects that you're currently working on?
My main focus is my album I am working on. It's called I Am, and I actually have the single off that album right now. I have a video on YouTube under I Am. Look it up, MysticBlu, called I Am. You can also download it on Bandcamp for just $1. So my album's called I Am. I've been working on it for years, and it's going to be a double album, I decided. So that's kind of exciting because there's so many songs that I want everyone to hear. So there's like a part 1, part 2. And I plan to release it right before the holidays, so I want to say around the first week in November. I don't have a date yet, but it looks like that's the time it will come out.
Okay. And one of some of the events you've done here in Phoenix, because like I said, I've seen you at Home Base
Mm-hmm.
Poetry Set.
And all that stuff for Home Base. Shout out to HB. I've opened up through Home Base. I've opened up for Blaq when he
Okay.
brought him out here, and I've also featured at Home Base before. If you don't know what Home Base is, it's in my opinion one of the biggest poetry sets in the country.
Mm.
So definitely in Arizona. I haven't
Hmm.
traveled. The first person I opened up for when I came here was KRS-One. I was only here a week, and I opened up for
Okay.
him.
KRS
KRS-One,
Blastmaster.
yeah. So they had this audition in the newspaper. I went and I opened up for KRS-One. I just recently opened up for Brandy, so that was fun. Just been involved in the community as much as I can. Activists, Trayvon Martin. I did some things for the Trayvon Martin March rally. I
Hmm.
performed there. So Phoenix Center for the Arts. I've done some stuff for them. There's so much, but Yeah, I'm all over the place.
And,
Anytime I'm called to do something and it's for a good cause, I'm there.
and what is your ultimate goal as an artist?
My ultimate, ooh, that's a good question. My ultimate goal, let's take it universal, is basically to, for my music, for my message, is to uplift, inspire, and heal this nation. That's why I'm here.
Well,
As far as goals, I plan by next year to be traveling in season overseas, spreading that message that I just said around the world, and just keep doing it until something else comes up. But that's my main goal, is to do that.
well, I mean, from listening to the music you produce and the stuff, your efforts and your hard work and your dedication, I mean, I'm definitely sure you'll accomplish that and
I
much more,
plan on it.
probably.
Plan on it. Thank you.
Any closing words?
Closing words, just be you. I have my signature on my phone that says freely just be. A lot of times people try to put us in boxes and say we can or we shouldn't. I say whatever your intuition tells you, your heart tells you, be you. Don't ever give up, and don't ever let anyone tell you that you cannot do what you want to do, because you can. That's it.
Sounds perfect.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And you have a blessed one.
You too.